Blessed love and blessings up. OG Bobby Arum back at it again. He said Devin Haney, who, if Vasily Lomachenko beats the winner of Lopez Commey, then he is the undisputed champion. He doesn't care what anybody says. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to Real Life Boxing.
Blessed love and blessed day. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is Real Life Boxing. As I said, OG Bob Arum back at it again. He said Devin Haney, who? He don't care about Devin Haney. He said if Vasily Lomachenko beats the winner of Commey and Lopez, he is the undisputed champion. He doesn't care what anybody says. Hey, before we get into it, I'm going to ask you guys to smash on that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded, and you can be notified when we are going live here at Real Life Boxing. Let's talk about it. OG Bob Arum back at it again. We know recently Vasily Lomachenko was named the WBC franchise champion, and Devin Haney was moved up to the status of the WBC world lightweight champion. Now at lightweight we have we got Vasily Lomachenko holding the WBO and the WBA, and we have Richard Commey holding the IBF, and we have Devin Haney holding the WBC. Now Vasily Lomachenko was holding the WBC, and if he was to be, he is scheduled to fight the winner of Richard Commey versus Teofimo Lopez. Now if he was to beat the winner of that fight, he would be in possession of all 4 world major titles, but he has relinquished the WBC world title to Devin Haney to become the franchise champion. Now with all that being said, Bob Arum was doing an interview, and the interview is pretty lengthy. It's like a half-hour long. He talked about all types of different things, but he also talked about Vasily Lomachenko, and he was asked about the WBC champion, the WBC franchise champion, and undisputed. He was asked if Vasily Lomachenko is to go in there and defeat the winner of Commey Lopez, how would Bob Arum consider him? And Bob Arum said he doesn't care what anybody says. He will consider Vasily Lomachenko the undisputed champion. By his regards, he will regard Vasily Lomachenko as the undisputed champion. So he will completely disregard Devin the Dream Haney, and he said he will recognize Vasily Lomachenko as the undisputed lightweight champion, and he said he doesn't really care about anybody else. Now, when you hear of the talks of PBC coming out with their own championship belt, and then you hear the WBC franchising fighters with this status, to me it all fits into the same. It all fits into the same boat. You know what I mean? If PBC is gonna have their champion, then if my guy is holding all these belts, then I'll regard my guy as the undisputed champion. And it all comes down to these companies recognizing their fighters as their champions. You know what I'm saying? I guess he would be considered the undisputed champion of ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Or the undisputed champion of Top Rank. I really don't know. It's these type of situations that make me, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other people in the boxing world, boxing fans, boxing media, it makes us really have to question the WBC franchise champion / title / position. Like, what is it? When it comes down to this undisputed discussion, you know, something's got to give. Something has to be better about this franchise champion. You couldn't have moved Devin Haney up to world champion and move Lomachenko to franchise champion, but then say that Lomachenko is the franchise champion if he beats this guy and he doesn't have the WBC world title. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it's going to come down to the franchise title being the super title and the world title being the regular title. Just how the WBA has regular title and super titles, that's what it's gonna come down to. Because if the world champion is not being recognized enough to be able to fight for undisputed, if for the simple fact that the franchise champion can still fight for undisputed and he's not a world champion, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you know, what you're really saying without saying it is that the franchise champion is really the full version of the world title. You know what I'm saying? Is really the full owner of the world title. You know what I'm saying? Not the guy who got moved down, not the guy who got given the world title from the franchise champion. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make sense. It's confusing me and it's confusing everybody else, man. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, Bob Arum said he's done with the confusion. He's not worried about it. If Vasily Lomachenko beats the winner of Lopez Commey, then he is recognizing Vasily Lomachenko as the undisputed champion, and enough said. You know what I'm saying? That's what OG Bobby Arum said. So he said if everybody else is gonna do it, then hell, why can't I do it? You know what I'm saying? If Vasily Lomachenko beats the winner of Commey Lopez, then I'm recognizing him as the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Hey, you guys, tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, protect yourself at all times. Keep fighting your fight. Peace and one love. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.